it's Liz from Super Sister Fitness, and today we're going to be talking about the wrists. So how do we keep them healthy? How do we keep them strong? How do we avoid discomfort when we're exercising? Those are all great questions, whether you're working on your push-up or you're doing plank moves, or you're maybe even working into your arm balances and inversions. This video is for you. There are 3 key elements that you need to know about keeping happy, healthy wrists. First of all, we have mobility, which is rotational capacity. We have stretching, which is working on the flexibility. And then we also are going to be talking about strengthening today and a couple of exercises that you can do every single day to make sure that you keep your wrists nice and strong for all those workouts, or even just using your phone or a computer. If you've been following me on Snapchat, you know that we are filming today at the YouTube space in Los Angeles. So today I'm going to bring in a couple other awesome fitness YouTubers. We have Millionaire Hoy and Katie from Love Sweat Fitness. If you're not already following them, make sure you do that now. I brought my friend Katie in to help us out today. Thanks so much for being here, Katie. And the first thing that we're going to be working on is wrist mobility. So when we're thinking about wrist mobility, we're talking about the rotational capacity of your wrist. So how much range of motion can we get in that wrist joint? There's 2 exercises that we're going to be doing together to work on improving that for you. So just go ahead and straighten your arms out, shoulder width apart. You're gonna make a fist and you're gonna rotate your wrists around full range of motion, like you're drawing big circles with those wrists. Good. So once you've done a few times one way, then we'll go back and switch directions, other direction. Good. And as you do this, really focus on, you're not just throwing your wrists around here, you're really focusing on using and engaging the muscles of the forearms as you do this. Go ahead and shake that out. The next exercise that we're going to do is figure 8. So we're going to clasp the fingertips together and notice which thumb is on top. It's going to be important in a minute. From here, you're going to draw a sideways figure 8, or it could also be, an infinity sign. You're gonna just go around trying to keep everything, try to minimize the movement of the arms here, trying to just keep it in the wrist joint itself. Good. Now remember which thumb is on top. We're gonna unclasp the hands and go ahead and switch that. So now the non-dominant thumb is on top, and we're gonna go the non-dominant direction the other way that we just did not do. So do the other way. Might feel a little weird at first. It's gonna be a little bit of a brain game. I actually defaulted to my normal way, so I had to correct that there for a second. And that's totally normal. Our brains get really used to doing certain things a certain way, so doing exercises like this is not only good for wrist mobility, but it's working your neural pathways as well. How cool is that? Okay, so we're gonna move on from there. Those are 2 things you can do, and just do them a few times every single day, especially before you're exercising, to get a little warm up in there. Now we're gonna move on to stretching. So the wrist really only moves up and down. 2 directions, up and down. That's the 2 things that we're gonna focus on here today. So we're gonna take our palms forward, fingers pointing down. You're gonna press the backs of your palms on your mat here. So go ahead and get nice and comfortable. Try to keep your arms as straight as possible. Spread your fingers out super wide, and you're gonna work on articulation of the fingertips here. So we're gonna grip in and then release. Grip in and release. Gentle pressure on the backs of the palms here. So it's gonna feel super weird the first time that you do this, but eventually over time, as your wrists get more flexible and your grip strength gets a little better, it's gonna feel so, so good, I promise. Good, so just do a couple of those. Go ahead and lean off, shake that out. Palms forward this time. You're gonna wrap your pinkies together and then press the fronts of the palms down. Now we're working on stretching out this front of the arm here. Good. So from here, again, fingers are spread nice and wide. Your arms are shoulder, your wrists are shoulder distance apart. You can rock side to side, just kind of feel what it feels like to get a nice stretch in the front of the arm there. Good, so go ahead and lean off, shake it out. Those are the 2 stretches that you're gonna wanna do every single day as well. Now let's move on to wrist strengthening. So for that, I brought in my friend Millionaire. He's been patiently waiting for us over here. And we're gonna work on wrist flexion and extension. So for this, you do need some sort of resistance. Today we're using 8-pound weights, but you could also, if you don't have weights, you could also use water bottles or canned foods. Just make sure that you have the same amount of weight in both hands. So we're gonna start with wrist flexion, which means your palms are facing up. You're gonna line up the wrist joint with the top of the knee and then just relax the forearm onto the top of the leg here. You're gonna let the wrist fall, make sure you have a nice solid grip on your weight here, and then you're gonna curl up, focusing it right here on this muscle, and then release. Good. So do a couple of those, and you really want to kind of do this, 2-3 times a week, working yourself to fatigue, but not rushing through these exercises. You're really focusing on slowly and with great control, flexing this muscle right here. Good. Beautiful. Once you've got that, we'll flip it around and do the other side. So same thing, you're gonna rest the forearms here on your top of your leg, let the wrists fall down nice and natural, and then flex up. Good. So this is wrist extension here. And now we're working on the opposite side here, building the forearm strength. So anytime we're talking about wrist strengthening, to strengthen any joint, what you're actually doing is strengthening the muscles around the joint. So for us, we're gonna strengthen the muscles of the entire forearm as a whole, and then we're also gonna work on grip strength. If you've stuck around this long, we're going into the grip strength challenge in a minute, and I hope you stick around for that because it's gonna be intense. I'm so glad that you stuck around for the end of this video because this is the best part. We're gonna be doing a grip strength challenge and we're all gonna be doing this with you. So are you ready? If not, get ready because it's about to start. Basically for this challenge, we're gonna take your arms out straight, right in line with your shoulder distance apart. And then from here, you're gonna take your fingers wide and then grip in and then out and then grip in, and you're gonna do it as fast as you possibly can. So the challenge starts now and we're gonna go and we're gonna see who can make it the longest, including you. Okay, so try to do it as fast as you can, like grip, 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 grip. Wow, you got a good one going over there. That's awesome. He's fast. And eventually you're gonna start to feel like, oh man, it feels like I'm in molasses, like it's getting a lot harder. Oh, my forearms are burning. Oh goodness, how you doing over there?
All right, it's starting to feel tight.
Okay, keep going. This is why it's the challenge. It's a short challenge, but it's totally worth it. And you can do this literally every single day. I dare you to challenge your friends to do this with you and see who can last longer. If you're like me.
This is good.
It's really
I love it.
Super good. I'm starting to slow down. See, my knuckles are kind of starting to lock up a little bit. And you don't want to go to the point where you like have, start cramping or anything, but I'm slowing down. We're all slowing down. We're slowing down.
Who wants to be the first to stop?
I know, we're all fitness people, super competitive. We're like, oh geez. Oh geez.
Trying to see if my hand will work when we're done with
It
it.
feels so weird.
I'm starting to get.
My hand will be up.
Are you still with us? Are you still with us? Okay, go ahead and shake that out. Awesome job. So you can really do that until you hit fatigue. As long as your form is good and you already feel like, oh man, my forearms are on fire. You can run back through this video, go ahead and do those circles and stretches again. And over time, this is really gonna help you to maintain those strong, healthy wrists so that you don't experience wrist discomfort or pain or anything while you're doing your exercises. So hopefully you enjoyed that and hopefully it's helpful for you. These are things that you can practice literally every single day. If you found this information useful, hit that thumbs up button and make sure to share this with someone who might also find it useful. And if you're ready to put it into practice, go check out these 2 workout videos from Millionaire and Katie and get your sweat on. Last but not least, if you're not already subscribed, make sure you subscribe for weekly workout videos, awesome recipes, and lots more from me and my sister Sarah. I'll see you next time. Bye.